All right, world famous Taylor's tasting. A few things before we get to the three scotches that we have here. One, very excited that we're back in the three big time scotches. Didn't think I was able to do it because Carly was not allowing, shut it down because we have 16, 17 bottles of whiskey now in the apartment. But due to circumstances and also a new area, three scotches.
Tell your fans where you are.
Upstate New York. We're not in Brooklyn. We got out of the 2.5 mile radius that we've been in for the last 2 months. Either way, so let's get to it because I want to get right to. I had a few other things to say, and now I'm blanking on what I was going to say.
Why don't you tell your fans what your whiskeys you're tasting are?
Yes. So we have Laphroaig, 16, right? Laphroaig 16. Heard a lot about this one. Oh, by the way, all three, never had any of them, which is what makes this one as interesting as any of them.
You haven't had the Oban?
Never had the Oban.
Oh.
I've heard, everyone knows about the Oban. I don't think I've ever had it. If I had it, I had it years ago. Oban 14. And then this guy, the Dalmore 12. Never even heard of it. Haven't heard of it. All these guys, this is $85 a bottle?
Is it appropriate for upstate?
Is it horrible?
Like a little reindeer.
Or is it fantastic? And it's just an unheard of thing. Also, yeah, very cool reindeer situation here. So, we're gonna get to it right now. Three very separate, different notes here. Light, number one. Ooh. Number two is dark. Number three is in the middle. That's what you have. That's all you got.
And that's what she wrote.
So, number one. And by the way, all three should be highly ranked. So we're gonna do 1 through 3, and also 1 through 10 in the ratings. Got the fire going. Got the fire going here. There's a dog here. I don't know if the dog is actually in the video.
No, I think the dog's out.
All right, 1 second. This is actually important now. All right, so number one. It's not as complex as you'd want a big time whiskey to be. I can say that right now. So it's not. It's good. It's good.
You just said it was boring.
Yeah, it's you don't have the complexities of as a Macallan 15, as a Talisker 18.
So if she showed up to a party, you wouldn't really remember if she was.
You talk to her. You talk to her.
Yeah.
But after that.
Rough. You don't want to be that girl.
Try to give a little more descriptions here.
Yeah, give me some adjectives.
There's some smoothness, a little oakiness, but not the complexities you want in a big time scotch.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to say about number one. I don't know which one it is. I have guesses, by the way. Never had them, but I have guesses based on what I've heard.
Taylor read a thesaurus before this tasting.
All right, shh.
This one's dark.
Yeah, this is dark. It's good. So I usually go with it's good. All three will be good. We all know that. I'm gonna go with 3 real quick before I even talk about 2 because I want to know what's
what. If the only thing you can say about a whiskey is it's good, that means it's not really that great.
Number 3 has got a little oomph.
Wow.
I'm actually drink my water before. Number 3.
Oh, the water's on the floor. This is almost.
Oh yeah, my beard is still yet to be shaped. It's a whole other thing. Number 3. That was number 2 again. It's fine. Again, not the complexity you want. And number 2 again, not complex. Number 3 though. Now, I think something I'm realizing about this. You keep drinking water.
Too much water, not
there's
enough
still
whiskey.
There's still water in your palate. And it kind of messes you up here.
You're trying to go too fast.
I know, because I want to get this over with.
Taste each whiskey.
So I'm gonna start giving scores here. A little disappointed, to be honest with you. A little disappointed with the complexities. Macallan, Lagavulin, Talisker, all better. That's the first thing I'll say. It doesn't have the complexity.
Wow.
No
That's
bitter
like-
aftertaste. It's good. It's like an 8.3, I think, at number 2.
8.3? That's pretty good for not complex. I was gonna say that sounds like the biggest whiskey diss you can give.
Well, if it's
Not
complex and also has all the other tastings to it, you're in the high 8s. I mean, that's what it goes down to. I mean, it's really
and
good,
this was
but
almost a mid 8. It was 1 point away from a mid 8.
wait, because I have to actually start giving scores here. One just tastes a lot better than original.
Oh,
One has some smokiness,
smoky,
a little peaty.
peaty. I still don't.
It
know
got
what
flavors.
that means.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, here's what
Do
we're
you
gonna do.
know what it
One
means?
just might have got right in the lead. A lot of smoke. Number one, I assume now. Number one is Laphroaig. I'm assuming it.
Why are you assuming?
Because it's smoky, and I've heard that Laphroaig is smoky.
Okay.
Don't like number 2 as much anymore. All right, here we go. In order. Let's do this real quick. Number 1 is my number 1. I'm gonna, and then we're gonna give scores too. Number 3 is my number 2. Number 2 is my number 3, I think. Do one more. Get with the actual ratings here. I'm gonna start with my, in theory, last place.
Boring one.
Yeah, not as good. And I think I gave it.
You said 8.3, which I thought was way high for boring.
Yeah, and I'm because I'm trying to think between my 8.1s and some of my good whiskeys I really like, and I'm starting to think it might be a 7.9. That's what I'm gonna say. And I don't know if I'm being unfair. Whatever, it is what it is. Number 3. $8.2.
8.2. Okay.
Again, by the way, all 100-ish, a little under $100 scotches. Like Macallan is so much better.
What
I mean,
was
granted,
King George V?
What price?
Yeah. No. Your score.
8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure number 1 because I'm tasting the smokiness, but I'm giving it like an 8.5.
Okay.
Number 1, still the best one of the 3. That's the scores.
So you think the first one is?
Laphroaig.
Yeah. What do you think number 2 is?
Honestly, I've never had them, so I'd be guessing. I'm going to guess number 2 just based on color. I'd have to guess, but there's no reason to guess. So
Yeah.
who cares?
So number 2 is Dalmore.
Yeah. So number 2 is my least favorite.
Least favorite. We like the bottle. Nice reindeer.
It's
Bad
the Dalmore.
taste. Yes.
Number 3 is the Oban,
Yes.
and number 1 is the Laphroaig.
Yes. Which you got
Good.
correct.
Get Lagavulin. That's what it comes down to. The Laphroaig was what? $85, $90, whatever it was, $90. Lagavulin is the same price. Much better with complexities. That's it. That's the
Wait,
ratings.
number 1 doesn't have complexities?
Not nearly as complex. That's it. It's over. The review's done. Now
Say
I'm just
bye.
saying, yeah.